Manchester United lose 3-0 to Spurs. These are the play range. We're talking Eric Ten Hag sacked and much, much more. Delving deep into every single player, I think lots of zeros. I think that's what I'm going to immediately start off with. Some of these players' performances was absolutely disgraceful. I think Eric Ten Hag has got a lot of questions to answer. After an embarrassing performance from the team, we've really got to look at it. So let's start off with Andre Onana. Have your thoughts in the comments as well. But Andre Onana, for me, gets a 3 out of 10. I think Onana, listen, I don't think he could do much better on the goals. I think he should be saving, though, that second Kulusevski one. The other one's fair enough. What else can he do about it? But he made maybe 1-2 saves, maybe 3 in that game, from what I can remember. For me, you got to give him a 3 out of 10. I feel sorry for him, Onana. The players didn't help him out today. I think his distribution was good and overall very, very, very good performance. But I can't put it above a 3 because we lost the game 3-0, -3 goal difference. And ultimately, I think he could have done better on some of the goals. So, yeah, let me know your thoughts. Right back, Mazraoui, for me, a 3 as well. Mazraoui, for me, got absolutely cooked by Werner at times. Gave away a silly yellow card. Didn't really get much time on the ball. Attacking-wise, didn't really offer much. And I think that red card massively did affect us. And I think that is where it comes down to. And I think that moment of the game, listen, Mazraoui did make one really good kind of clearance when the ball came in. I think it was for Werner, and he just got rid of it. That was a great piece of defending. But yeah, for me, Mazraoui a 3 out of 10. De Ligt, I think De Ligt gets a 1. De Ligt's performance was the worst I've seen. He gave the ball away maybe 3 or 4 times. Sloppy in Manchester United midfield for the first Brennan Johnson goal. I think he could have been much quicker out because Van de Ven was coming his way for a long time. And I think with De Ligt, listen, he's going to be a top player for us, I'm sure. But today, it just looked like the whole team was off it. And De Ligt certainly was one of them. You're comparing it to Tottenham centre-backs. I mean, Romero and Van de Ven absolutely cooked them today. And literally, it was just a great bit of play from Van de Ven to absolutely glide past 4 of our midfielders, 4 of our players, go past De Ligt and really just put a cross in. So, yeah, you got to give some credit there. Who's next? Lissandro, a 2 out of 10. You can see where I'm going with these. They're all going to be low. Lissandro was horrible. Had one maybe good chance for United. Defensively on the goals, was out of position. And I think a very poor performance by Lissandro. He gave him the captain's armband. There was no leaders out there. There was no communication. Nothing from the whole team. So I'd give Lissandro a 2. Left back, Delot, 1. His worst performance. It looked like is Ten Hag's worst performance as United manager. And I think a lot of the players, Delot just looked way off it. I mean, for the Brennan Johnson goal, you see him putting his hand up in the air. He was way out of position for that. And some of the goals as well, we just nowhere to be seen. And listen, there's benefit to playing Delot in that inverted role. I think he's been a key player for us this season and last season. But the inverted role only works if there's 1, communication, and 2, you have to defend. And when we don't have the ball, you must slot into that left back role. Man City do it well. When they have the inverted fullbacks and need to defend, they slot into that 4. With United, we just don't seem to slot in that 4. And I think that was probably the worst bit about the whole game. The fact that we just couldn't do that. And I think Delot was really, really poor. Maybe putting 1 good cross, but what is that in the whole game? Into midfield now, this way gets interesting. Manuel Ugarte, for me, really, really concerned by Ugarte. I would give him a 3 out of 10. I think just looked very sloppy, gave away possession a lot in this game. And that is a real, real concern. Listen, for me, 92% pass accuracy, but how much did he give the ball away? And he won the most duels in the match. So actually, maybe I'm being a bit harsh on Ugarte. I'll bump him up to a 4. But it still wasn't good enough by Ugarte. And there were a lot of worrying signs. He didn't really do much in the game. I'm concerned about what he can offer to this United team. That you got to give him a bit of a grace period to kind of settle in, because it has been pretty tough to games that he started. But yeah, very, very, very disappointing. People are saying 60 million down the drain. He did get kind of bypassed for the goal, and the pace does look off it. I'm just watching kind of his highlight reel here. Maddison skips past him, I think that is. Just gets past the midfield wide open. Again, Maddison, 1-2 round him. Then Maddison chips and hits Onana. Really, really disappointing. And I think Ugarte was really poor today. Into midfield now, Manu, listen, have to give him what's average. I'll just give him a 4-5. What can I say? You played, 40 minutes. And listen, I hope he's not injured, because we're going to need him, especially with Bruno being out. Which leads me on perfectly to Bruno Fernandes. -1 for Bruno Fernandes. I've never ever given a minus before. But this is the start. United are going backwards. Bruno Fernandes absolutely shambolic from Bruno. His worst performance in the United shirt, and this has come. His last 4 performances in the United shirt have been disgraceful. From, I think Palace wasn't great, Twente wasn't great, and certainly last week wasn't great either, or the week before. Like, he's just not had a good start to the season. He's had more red cards than goals this season. Like, just honestly shambolic. And we expect so much from Bruno. Mentality, quality, ability. All of these things we expect from Bruno, we just did not see today. And that is a massive concern. The red card, listen, I don't think it was a red, but why are you going in lunging like that? You know it's a big game. Red cards happened previously in this game before. Why are you making stupid, idiotic decisions to go in with challenges like that? Just no idea. But yeah, that's one thing there. Like, shocking from Bruno. I expect a lot more from him, the captain of the football club. Maybe we need to change the captaincy. I mean, he missed the next 3 league games for United, which is Palace, Brentford, West Ham, I believe. Obviously, Porto will be able to play and probably will play. But who do we really put in there? Do we put Mount, Ericsson? Obviously, we talk about that in the preview for next week's game. But just really exhausting watching United at this minute, and it's really draining. And Bruno Fernandes stems from it. Gave the ball away, what was it, 34 times in our last game. The players are to blame here, and Bruno for me is one of them. He single-handedly changed the trajectory of the game. If you keep Bruno Fernandes on the pitch, we could have a possibility of winning the game. But the fact that you get, I think it was 1-0 when he got subbed off, or when he got red carded. The fact that we haven't won the game comes down for me to that Bruno Fernandes decision, and he's going to get a lot of criticism, and that's fair enough, because what a dreadful performance it was from him. Even before that, some of the passing he made, couldn't control the ball, absolutely nothing. Crap, that's what I'm going to say for Bruno. So yeah, -1. On the right, Garnacho, listen, a player who gave everything out there. I'd probably give him a 4 out of 10. He showed a bit of character. He played the full game. A young player. Let me know your thoughts, but I think Garnacho, you got to give him a 5. A young player, had that perfect volley which would have changed the trajectory of the game, but other than that, didn't really offer much, so a 4 out of 10. Up front, Xerxes, 3 out of 10. Could have scored a goal. People at the commentary, that the commentators from where I was watching from said, is Xerxes a real number 9? I don't know. He could be a 9.5 for me, but that chance he should have buried it. Just put your foot through it, whether it's left foot, right foot, and just score. Again, another game that would have changed the momentum of the game. So we did have chances to score, to be honest with you, but it was just overall really, really poor. Now left, Rashford for me, 3. Did offer much. I think you got to do better on that challenge. Even just snap Van de Ven. Yes, you're going to get a yellow, but we've seen Van de Ven with the run. He just can't do anything, bro. Like, flip's sake. But yeah, Rashford 3 out of 10. Now we go to subs. Mount, what's it? 5. Just give him an average. You ran around a bit. Who else came on? Was it just Mount? Hoyland, just give him a 5. I don't really care about the subs. Ahmad 5. I'm only giving them high scores because they couldn't change the trajectory of the game, and they couldn't do anything. So yeah. And then Ten Hag, -3 for Ten Hag. Is this the end of Ten Hag? I don't think so, but actually no, I'm gonna give Ten Hag a 0. Forget the -3. 0 just for the fact is, listen, he can't control the red card, but he can set up the way that he can control the way that we played, and we didn't play with not the correct game plan at all from that start game, and that was what was really disappointing from that whole game. So listen, Ten Hag, he's gonna face the media. I'll probably do a video talking about it. Talk about the 5 things everything we learned. Talked about in my match reaction already, but he's not going to help himself, and you could see a change in the way that United play against Villa, against Porto midweek, because Ten Hag is going to try and save his job now because it's on the line. It's a lot of pressure building, minus goal difference. So yeah, for me, Ten Hag, 0 out of 10. Now the man of the match, if there is one, who would I give the man of the match to? I don't think there is a man of the match. Onana, maybe. Garnacho. Don't know what else, but a depressing day at the office for Manchester United. Really, really flipping frustrating, man. A new low. Is it the beginning of the end of Ten Hag? Have your thoughts in the comment section below. Hope you did enjoy. Spurs run riot at Manchester United. Thank you for watching. Hope you did enjoy. Peace.